Hey up YouTube, how you doing? This is me, Nile Wilson, spelt like the river, which sometimes works quite well as a chat-up line. I need chat-up lines. So I do the best sport in the world, gymnastics, artistic to be exact, and well, I'm pretty good at it. I worked as hard as any hard worker works hard. Wow, that's a lot of hard. And after 16 years, I achieved my childhood dream of performing on the Olympic stage.
And gets the dismount, Nile Wilson.
I love gymnastics. I sometimes hate gymnastics. All I think about is gymnastics. I am addicted to gymnastics. Today I want to tell you a story. Now there's a very important message which will become clear in approximately 5 minutes 42 seconds. So if I could grasp your attention and you could stay completely still, that would be much appreciated. I, the Wilsonator, at 20 years old, had made it as a successful athlete. Commonwealth, European champion, World Olympic medalist. We had made history as a junior, carried the positive results forward, top 6 in the world, and again to make history at the 2018 Commonwealth Games. Blah, blah, blah. So yeah, gymnastics was a strong point for myself. Now running parallel to this crazy athlete journey, like the parallel bars, when I was 12 years old, I picked up a camera and uploaded a video to a platform called YouTube. It started off showcasing my gymnastics. Year after year, I would create my gymnastics montage, show my progressions, the skills that I've been working on, craziness, the competitions that I performed in. Fast forward a little bit, I am 19 years old, 1 year out from the Rio Olympic Games. I decided to start something called vlogging.
Hey, YouTube, how you doing?
Quite frankly, at the start, I was My friends and family would make fun of me. I had no idea what I was doing, but to me, it didn't matter. I was going to dedicate myself to this like I knew I could, like I was doing with my gymnastics, put my 10,000 hours in, learn, fail, succeed. 2 years later, we got the viral video called the Ultimate Gymnastics Challenge.
Hey up YouTube, how you doing?
I proved to myself that this thing called YouTube was possible, and I spent the next 18 months with a change the game mentality.
This is Nile Wilson.
Internet is flipping out over video of this Olympic gymnast getting dressed.
I was going to expose gymnastics, the best sport in the world, to as many people as possible, create the most insane content that no one has ever seen before, and inspire as many people to get active and be positive no matter what life throws at you. Over 24 months, we went from 10,000 to 1.2 million subscribers, 1 to 200 million views.
Woo! Right, I'm off to the gym.
At 22 years old, I'd made more money than I could previously comprehend or even knew what to do with, which by the way was nothing to do with gymnastics. Not to mention I had the most incredible people around me, my friends, supportive family that were crazy enough to get involved in my dreams, hashtag the YouTube sensation. Right, why the am I making this video? February 2019, I would hit the tipping point which flipped my amazing, successful, happy life upside down. I was to undergo spinal surgery where I had torn and herniated a disc at C7 in my neck, pushing on the nerve. I'm not gonna lie, it was the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. I went from being one of the fittest, strongest athletes on the whole planet to literally barely being able to walk. So the up and coming weeks and months, my mental health began to decline and spiral out of control. At this point, I hadn't competed since the 2018 Commonwealth Games, a full year of injury, my businesses were declining, a lot of my personal relationships were unstable. I was the guy with all the answers, an inspiration online to hundreds of thousands of people to get involved in gymnastics, super positive. Then one day, I wasn't. There was no answer for what I was going through. I couldn't shift the darkness and negativity out of my own head. I had to somehow make content being a person that I wasn't at that moment. I hated myself. I felt suffocated, lonely. I was lost and under immense pressure. Then whilst feeling like this, I would behave in ways that was not aligned to my values, do things I was not proud of that were a quick fix and in long term making me even worse. I, Nile Wilson, have difficulties that are ongoing with anxiety and depression. wanted to start with something absolutely epic for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed the first half of this video, me telling the story. And I want to transition to talking about where I am right now sat here. And like I say, it's been an absolute roller coaster of a journey, and we are at the light at the end of the tunnel. Hence why we are creating my comeback vlog after around 6 weeks to 2 months off of social media. Removing myself from social and creating content was a huge part of my recovery, and it was so helpful for myself, like I said, because I felt suffocated and a huge pressure on my shoulders trying to be that person that I wasn't inside. And the time off, I've got to say, has been absolutely fantastic for myself. It's almost been a rehabilitation in some ways, you know, just focusing on being present, focusing on my relationships with people, speaking with people. So the biggest thing I think I've learned is it's about loving yourself. You know, you cannot be the best version of you if you judge yourself, if you are hating yourself. You cannot give your love to other people. Mindfulness and meditation have been a huge part from the journey from where I was to where I am today. I think with things like anxiety and the way you feel, being present with them, and it wasn't until I really sat with that and stopped trying to mask it, being present, accepting it, then puts you in a powerful position to move forward, in my opinion. And I know a lot of people will be watching this having gone through or going through a very challenging time in their life, and hopefully I can tell this story and it can give you the confidence to tell yours, to speak to someone. I think by far the best and biggest thing I did was talk. Unfortunately, I have some incredible people around me and have helped me move forward. Dealing with things like depression, no matter what situation, no matter what trauma you have been through, you will be feeling 100% of your feelings. Internal pain is very, very real, and I think with the influence I have to be able to tell this story and just say, if I can get through this, so can every single one of you guys watching that is going through a challenging time. Be there for your loved ones. You know, it's usually the people that seem the happiest or look like they have the best lives. You've no idea what they're going through inside. So put an arm around them, tell them that you love them, ask them if they're okay. It's such a powerful thing. You don't know what you can do for someone by just being there for them. I want to say thank you so much to the people around me. You know who you all are. I love you so much. And to my sponsors that have stuck by me, Herbalife, Adidas, Aldi, to the partners, FB Curves, Body Bible, NW Clothing. Wow, it honestly feels so good to be where I'm at today, to be back. And I just want to thank you, all you guys watching, for being there, for staying there. So many things that are progressing, everything in the gymnastics arena. My neck is feeling the best it's ever felt. My gymnastics is progressing. We're hopefully training towards the World Championships in October, fingers crossed. Content's coming back. This is obviously the first one, so I'm going to take my time and slowly break my way into creating content that I enjoy doing, not what I feel like I should do or I need to do because I'm a YouTuber or because I'm making money. We've also started a podcast. I'm sat in the studio right now. We built it in the flat. It's absolutely incredible. It's going to be myself and my dad, the Nile, Nile podcast. So make sure you're looking out for that when it comes out. We're going to have incredible guests. We'll be able to tell amazing stories behind the scenes, and it's more raw, you know, things that you don't see. We create a 10-minute video, which is the highlights. My end goal is to put a smile on your face. With the podcast, we can go deep about the things that maybe you guys don't see what's going on. Make sure you tune in when it goes live over the next few weeks. It will be available everywhere, Spotify, iTunes, and we'll do some visuals on the Neil and Nile YouTube channel. Finally, finishing off on the topic, what I will just say is time heals. You know, time is a very important factor. You know, I believe any human can come through any trauma no matter what. I truly believe that, and with the right attitude and with taking positive action, like some of the things I've talked about. We're back again with the vlogs. We're refreshed, we're revitalized. Make sure you're back flipping at that subscribe button. Wilsonators, I love you so much. Through thick and thin, we stick by each other. Let's change the game of gymnastics and continue on this journey. Train smart, keep it real. Oh, it's good to say that again. I'll see you later, yeah.